So yesterday I had been eating my lunch in the family room on the couch, and my mom had called me to do something, so I put my lunch on the coffee table and I went to go do it. Well, a minute or two later I come back and the dog had been just finishing up his piece of chicken that he had snitched off my plate. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I should not have placed my plate there. I should have put it higher because then that way he wouldn't have got it. But lesson learned. And it was funny because the Lord was like, you tend to do this with your heart and your mind and placing them places you really shouldn't, even though it could be, it could lead to either sin or discontentment or worry, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, oh, that does make sense. And, it's true, because if we're placing our hearts and our minds and our focus and everything on something worldly or sin or on ourselves, then we're going to lose out on so much. We're going to miss the things that God has for us. And we're going to have discontentment. We're going to have worry. We're going to have anxiety. And it's not good. That's why we need to place our heart and our minds on things that are higher, where we'll be so focused on God that we're not going to be focused on anything around us. And when we give everything over to God, we find that we have that peace because of God. We have peace from the worry, the anger. We find contentment in Him and just so many other things. And we see Him working through all the different situations in our lives. So I just wanted to leave that bit of encouragement with that funny illustration, even though it wasn't funny to me in the moment, that we need to set our minds and our hearts on God and put it above everything else, above ourselves, above the world, above sin, above whatever, and just put it up. And, nothing's going to take that away from us unless we move it. If we move our focus off of God, then we're going to be miserable. We have to keep it there, because you can't go wrong with God, and He is everything, and He will bless. Maybe not in the way that we want, but in the way that He knows is good for us. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today.